Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and you're catching me on a no contact Sunday as we're going to be running the Win Every Card Challenge in MTG Arena. So, this is a very, very brief event. I decided to go with, of course, you know me, Mono-Black. Let's see how I do. I'm going to record the entire event. I don't necessarily intend to win the event. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and record the entire thing, go over the deck that I intended to play, and kind of cover all the cards and the reasons why I put into them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. First of all, if you haven't seen this, you haven't participated in this, why aren't you? It's a free event. It allows you to put any card you want in your deck, any card at all. So they are opening up all the floodgates for everyone to play any card they want in the event. So of course, you know me, I want Mono-Black. The deck that I went with. So, and you're going to see another video on this later in the week, but I am a huge, huge fan of this combat. And I know a lot of people have probably seen it already, but the put the kitty into the oven kind of combo. Cauldron Familiar is a 1/1. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you gain a life and your opponent loses life. It's fantastic. And when you sacrifice a food token, you can bring it back from the graveyard directly into play. That's where the Witch's Oven comes in. You put the kitty in the oven, you sacrifice it, create a food token, and then use the food token that you generate from this to put it back into play. It's an endless loop that you can just keep doing over and over and over again. I think any mono black deck should consider these 1-drops in there. So mostly I'm going for a combo built around this and sacrificing creatures and being able to do damage to your opponents through that. So we're going to get into some of the other pieces that get stapled on top of this, but this is the main crux of the deck. Dreadhorde Invasion gives us a continuous creature. Since we're going to be gaining and losing life, it's not really that big of a deal to actually lose the life, and this could get us to a 6/6 lifelinker, or it gives us an easy creature to sacrifice for Priest of the Forgotten Gods, for example. 1/2, sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players loses 2 life, sacrifices a creature, and you can add 2 to your mana pool and draw a card. All kinds of cool things that she does. She's actually really amazing. Yarok's Fenlurker, I like this because it allows me to look at an opponent's card early, the cards early, or not necessarily look, but they have to drop a card and it exiles it completely out of the game. It doesn't go to the graveyard, it exiles it. It does have an added benefit that you can put 3 mana into it to make it a +1/+1 and continue to do that. Most likely this is going to be one of the first things you sacrifice to Priest of the Forgotten Gods once it's already done its job. The crazy cat lady herself, Ayara, the first of the Locthwain. This is the reason why this works out so well. So whenever she comes into play, or another black creature comes into play under your control, your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this kind of works out with Cauldron Familiar, as you're basically doubling up its ability every single time it rotates through. Fantastic ability. You also have the ability to tap to sacrifice another black creature and draw a card. So Dreadhorde Invasion's creatures you can sacrifice. Any of these other creatures you can sacrifice to be able to pull card draw off this. Midnight Reaper is coming in as well. 3/2. Every time you lose a creature, you draw a card and take a damage. You kind of see where this is going. There's a whole bunch of sacrificing your own creatures and drawing cards and doing more damage. Murderous Rider, love this card. I know some people say that's kind of overrated. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. Swift End is fantastic. It's clearly better than, in my opinion, Vraska's Contempt, which rotated out. And then you can have the added benefit of getting a 2/3 lifelinker. Since you are going to be doing some damage to yourself through Dreadhorde Invasion, might as well go ahead and get this one. Cavalier of Night's a fantastic top end. 4/5 with lifelength. You can sacrifice 1 of your zombie army tokens and then take out a creature on the board, and then whenever it dies you can pull something out of the graveyard directly into play. And if you're playing mono black, where else would you rather be but to have Lily in the deck as well? Again, more sacrifice. Every time a creature is sacrificed, you get to draw cards. Like, there's a huge card draw engine that goes through here. 4 Castle Locthwains, 18 Swamps. I did not use, in this particular one, I did not use the Witch's Cottage. It's okay on certain decks. I don't feel like in this particular deck it works very well. That's the deck I decided to take. I will get a little bit deeper into the put the kitty in the oven deck later. There's another video coming up later in the week, which you'll see, where I highlight this particular deck. It doesn't have all this stuff. This one I was kind of going for. So I'm mostly concerned about, like, Mono Red. I think Mono Red's going to be huge in this event. I think the Nissa decks are going to be huge in the deck. Like, we're doing the Elementals and the, what else am I thinking? A whole bunch of zombie-generating elemental decks, those ones. So I want to be able to kind of nip those in the bud with this deck. I think it's fast enough they can do enough damage. So Let's see how I do. Am I going to go 0-2? Am I going to go 12-0? I have no idea. But this is the event. Again, it opens up every card. You can make any deck you want because all the cards are open. The idea, of course, is that you want to get to the 12 wins. 12 wins is going to get you a set of Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, War of the Spark, Core Set 2020, and Throne of Eldraine. It's a complete set of every card legal in Standard. Even if you go 0-2, you still end up with a really cool card sleeve. So, worst case scenario. Off we go. What did you take to the event? How well did you do? What was your record? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe while you're there. It would be super helpful for the channel. Really do appreciate that. Aquamini? Playing Teferi, that's concerning to me. Oh, we gotta get our kitty the right color. Ooh. I think we're going to mulligan this one. Maybe we'll keep it. Let's see how it goes. My fear, of course, is like once you take 2 losses, you are done. And I'm concerned that this might be mono red. Oh, no, this might be. Is it? Perfect. At least it's not mono red. Alright, let's go ahead with the Dreadhorde Invasion, shall we? I'm debating whether I put Ayara out or I put the remove a card from his hand. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fires.
Already having issues. Wonder what she's going to go for. The elemental angle, maybe? I'm not sure. This is an interesting build-up because he's got the Surveil going on, and then he's got the elemental part of it as well. I think we might want to debate killing Chandra. I have a feeling that that's instrumental in his plans, so let's go ahead and remove Chandra, shall we?
I'm late to meditation anyway.
And I'm getting a little concerned because I'm already down a lot of life here. What's he got? He's got a lot of thought, I can tell you that. So he's going to go ahead and surveil. My suspicion is this is a Drake stack. I want to be careful with how many Dreadhorde Invasions I put down. Bay of Wishes. Interesting. Oh. I think I'm going to make him discard a card. And then I'm going to double up on Dreadhorde Invasion. Because the sooner I can get this to lifelink, the better. What did he drop? He dropped an island. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna hold. We're gonna need to get our lifelink on. Yeah, lifelink is gonna definitely be a huge boon for us. Otherwise, we're gonna have some problems. I think I'm gonna put Ayara out next. Depending on what he drops here. Because I could get lucky and pull a land and then be able to drop Cavalier of Night and kill... Because I have a feeling something big's coming. He's definitely taking his time, now isn't he? I would think that he's got something coming up. Otherwise, he's going to get smacked in the face with a 5/5. Guess we'll see how it goes. Bet she's gonna unsummon my zombie. Oh, interesting. Ah, would have been nice to get that. We're gonna go with Ayara because we definitely need some life in the deck. Let's at least have him question whether or not he wants to do that or not. Yeah, I might need to drop the lifelinker in too. So ideally, I'd get a land and I'd get Cavalier of Night and be able to swing this back. Because on our next turn, this thing's going to be lifelink. So we are going to go Cavalier of Night. We are going to sacrifice this, assuming he doesn't have a counterspell in hand, which he very well might. Bone to Ash, which he does. Let's go get that lifelink, shall we? I think next we're going to start throwing down with the Midnight Reaper, start sacrificing some creatures. Deal 6 damage to any target. We're at least going to go ahead and sacrifice that. Draw the card off of it at least. Every time he does that, we're going to go ahead and get the lifelink off that. Perfect. Let's pull out Midnight Reaper, and then we're going to pull our lifelinker into play as well. No, we're good. And now we're back up to 12 life. Now we're starting to cook with gas here. Again, he's taking his time. He's gonna lava coil that? Okay. There we go. There we go. We'll drop all the cards out of his hand. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you want to do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and make him drop that card. He had something in the oven, like he was like, yep, no, I'm going to take him out. Nope. Whatever it was is now gone. We got to win. At least we didn't go 0-2, so at least I'm alright with that. Cool deck. Ooh, oh, those are all the rewards from my normal play. Alright, 1-0. Good start. Good start. Let's just keep them going like that. This is definitely more of a mid-rangey deck. My opponent goes first again. Sure. Oh, good. Mono red. You know, the cool thing about mono red is when you have food tokens, I can start gaining life back. Did he take a one-lander? He most certainly did. He kept a one-land... Oh, I was going to say, there we go. He's got a two-lander. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Let's see what he decides to do here. Calamity, which I would have been anticipated. I assume he is going to go in and charge in on this. Or not. Cool. In that case, I'm going to take the 2/3 lifelink. Normally I would go ahead and go in with the removing the creatures, but the lifelink is really what I want. And I've got enough here for Cavalier of Night, which is going to be a huge problem for him. 10 Street Dodger. He's got enough to at least start doing 2 damage a turn. I totally get that. I will have to deal with that. So on this one, let's go ahead with Midnight Reaper. And we're going to actually play defensive here. Everything we've got here can block everything he's got. He can come in with these 2 and do 4 damage a turn. On the next turn, though, Cavalier of Night's going to come down and start gaining me more life than he can actually block. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with it. A momentary inconvenience, to say the least. Ooh, 2 Cavaliers of Night. So who do we sacrifice? I don't want to sacrifice the lifelinker. I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Let's kill one of those unblockables, please. I'm going to go in and get some life back. I think on the next turn I might sacrifice Midnight Reaper to get the other Midnight Cavalier of Night in. Because his 10 Street Dodgers are the ones that concern. Well, that, and if he does get the Chandra's Flyer. Cool. That is going to be an issue.
You need more control. Just let me burn. Don't worry. I brought company.
Now, the interesting part is if he does swing with those, I'm actually going to be gaining more life with... So I'm going to gain back all of the Conclave of Calamity damage with the Cavaliers of Night. I'll block one and get all that life back. So he's actually coming out behind at this juncture. Let's see if he realizes. He obviously does not realize it. And he didn't spend the mana to make them unblockable? I guess he did. Because I'm going to get the lifelink. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. I think we're good. We will play the defensive here. Every time he casts, I'm going to be gaining 8 life. Scorch Spitter. Yep. Everything I've got done here is all lifelink. So that's the only way he can do this. He can do Chandra's, but he's going to be giving me 8 life to do it. Yep, so we're just going to sit here and take that. Alright, we've got to give him a reason. Come on. It's the unblockable damage that's going to be really difficult to deal with here.
Stuff already.
How about no more mana? That'd be awesome. Let's do that first. So now the question... Yeah, let's make it a choice. Let's make it he's got to kill something. I'll take the 8 life, one way or the other.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
Oh, geez, another Cavalcade. So again, these two are going to be really... It's going to be doing a ton of damage. Yep. Yep. This was the deck that I was afraid of. I'm kind of curious to see if I maybe make it out alive. Sure do. So we're going to block here, we're going to block here, and we're going to block here. So he should give me lifelink. Yep, and I survive at 1. Yes! As I say, he just realized he was 1 short, and I'm going to go through it. I'm going to get 8, 10 life back, and then do 10 damage to him in the process. Fantastic. Whew. That was crazy. 2-0. I'm not going to lie. That's legitimately more wins than I thought I was going to get in the entire event. But that was one of the decks I was concerned with, and that's why all the lifelink is in there. That's why the Cavalier of Night is in there. That's why... could be interesting. I like the idea of getting Lily down. I also like the idea of taking 2 cards out of his hands before he can get the opportunity to use them. Which was what we're going to do. Early on, sacrificing lands. This looks like it's going to be the elemental deck. Yeah, we're almost to having Lily. We almost got enough mana for... Ah, there we go. There's Risen Reef. I was expecting that. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Let's do both, shall we? Another Risen Reef. Yeah, the card draw mechanic, the card draw engine off of these 2 cards alone is just crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to want to keep that as a blocker, my friend. Alright, so we know we're getting Lily down. Let's go ahead and draw the card. Maybe we'll pull something cool. Another Dreadhorde Invasion. Interesting. No, we'll let it go. So we're going to have Lily down next turn. Oko. This was the other deck that I was concerned with. There he is.
Watch kings grovel and worms rule.
Okay. I have another one. I'm alright with that. Actually, I'm more worried about Lily coming out anyway. You actually made her a bigger problem.
Volunteer.
Wonder which 2 you're going to sacrifice.
I do love a good death wail.
And the card draw. Oh, look at the card draw. Let's go punch Oko in the face, shall we?
Ooh, I feel so alive.
Nissa.
Power surges through these lands. The land
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have attacked with a priest now that I'm looking at it. That's going to cost me. It's going to cost me Lily too, which is a shame. Yep, that is totally my fault.
How disappointing.
I got so excited. Okay, let's go Cavalier of Night first. I'm going to sacrifice this. We're going to kill one of his Risen Reefs. Drop another card out of his hand. And let's go punch Nissa in the face, shall we?
I will endure.
Yes, you will. So far, so good.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Your new look.
That is super annoying. I think we got this one lost. This is a really good deck. Hydro Crisis. Yeah, unless we draw something fantastic here, that thing is going to end our game. I'll at least kill one of your lands. Can't do what I want to do with it now anyway. And straight up lands, that's going to be us. So yeah, we're going to go down to the Nissa Oko deck. Really cool deck, actually debating building this one. So we're just going to go ahead and call it quits and concede right there. So 2-1. Darn, that deck's really efficient. Really, really efficient. Alright, down to our last one. Are we going to do it? Are we going to keep the run going? I feel like we didn't... Well, okay, losing Lily was totally my fault. I don't know that necessarily would have swung the game one way or the other, but that was totally my fault, and I got way too excited, and it cost me. PP Poo Poo. That's a name. Oh, there they are. We haven't seen them this entire time. The Cauldron Familiars. And my opponent goes first. I feel like my opponent has gone first every game this event. Now, if we can get the old Witch's Oven, get the old combo going. You actually want more Witch's Ovens than you do want Cauldron Familiars. Once Upon a Time. Cool, cool card. I always seem to bump into people that get this on their opening hand every time. Not sure if it's an arena thing or maybe if I'm just not seeing it, but every person I've ever seen cast a spell does it just like this, as a freebie. Oh, this is probably the Wolf deck. If I had to just guess by colors, this is probably the Garruk Wolf deck. Alright. So I like getting Priest of the Forgotten Gods down early because it poses a threat right away. Because they know the next creature I can cast, I can just pop both of them and kill whatever they've got. This is not the group deck. I didn't notice the group. Ooh. Beanstalk Giant. Cool card. Uh-oh. Do you see what I see? We have the combo on board. No, we're going to hold her back. Go ahead and attack the cat. we can start sacrificing kitties. Ooh, Golem. So I'm definitely going to get rid of that. This isn't gates, is it? No, it's not. I don't know why you would do that with a Priest of the Forgotten Gods down. Alright, so let's start sacrificing kitties. Putting kitties in the oven. Oh, multiple ovens. So wrong. So wrong to have multiple ovens out in play. So, yes, we're going to sacrifice to you. And we're going to sacrifice that and one of the kitties. Because I only need one kitty. Draw a card. Swing an attack with a kitty. I think we're doing okay here, guys. Because he's going to cast a Beanstalk or something. I'm going to sacrifice my creatures, get those into out to there, and then sacrifice it to Priest of Forgotten Gods. He can get a big creature out if he wants. It's going to die. Because even if he targets it and kills it, I just put it in the oven. Oh, Field of the Dead. There we go. That's what this deck's going for. Hydroid Crisis. Interesting. That does help make up for the life he's losing. So let's go ahead and start putting kitties in the oven. Oh, perfect. Kill the Hydroid Crisis. They did give him a bit more life back than I was really hoping for. But the lifelink here is going to be perfect against his zombies. Especially the Cavalier of Night going in. So the cool part is like I can declare the cat as a blocker. It can die. And then I can sacrifice it. The bonus is if I get another extra food token going on, then you can just use the blocker and then just keep going in a continuous run. No. I genuinely don't care about the damage that's coming in from that. So he's going to get another zombie out of it. Cool. See, this is just not nearly as efficient as the deck we just saw before. Hydroid Crisis again. How many of those things does he get in his hand? Seriously? I didn't get to do the... I totally messed that up. How do we want to do this? Totally messed that up. I should have gotten at least 2 more life out of that. Now, this is going to start doubling up whenever the cat starts doing this, by the way. So now it's going to be gaining... I'm going to be gaining 4 life, and he's going to be losing 4 life a turn. Turn creature you control... Okay. So we're just going to start sacrificing... we'll sacrifice the cat. And we'll sacrifice Ayara. Yes, yes, that's how that worked. And now I'm going to cast both cats again. It stinks that he gets to do that twice. For Fabled Passage. It's cool, but it stinks in the same respect. Two zombies to my two kitty cats. Circulus Root. Jeez. He's not going to cast the Hydroid Crisis again. He's going to wait until next turn. Makes you wonder which one of this combo is. Like, this really feels super broken. No. There's no point in killing 4 zombies. Unless something else cool comes out, I'll put Murderous Rider out just for the lifelink. That he's going to be like, sure, he's going to throw creatures out there to slam into me, but having a 4/5, like gaining 6 life a turn plus these 4 here, it's going to be really difficult to get behind that. At least it'll keep my life up at least. He's actually giving me more life than he's taking. He gets that, right? Yeah, he actually gave me more life than he was putting down. I'm not sure what his thought process was. And I'm going to come... I assume he's going to put the Hydroid Crisis down. Yeah, he's going to put one gigantic Hydroid Crisis. Oh boy, would Murderous Rider be perfect right now. Okay, so he's tapped down at least. At least I know I can pull that off. It's the life gain that he's getting from the Hydroid Crisis. That's what's keeping him in this game at this juncture. Because if it wouldn't be for that, he would be way behind. I need me a Murderous Rider right away. So since I'm not going to get that, let's go ahead and draw... Another land. Beautiful. So he's going to do 10. I'm going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 back. Plus... So he's going to do 12. I'm going to get 8 back. So we are on a clock at this juncture. I desperately need my Murderous Rider to get that Hydroid Crisis off the board. Really taking his time on this. Golos. Interesting. I debated putting Cry the Chronarium in this deck just for that. Just for this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. He's going to kill a whole bunch of things. But like I said, if I can get the thing out of the air, that's the problem. If I could just get Chrysos out of the air. I don't know how many he's run. He's only, well, I've only seen one, which has been killed. Oh my goodness, come on. Yes, I get it. You have 8,000 zombies. And cool, to fairy.
Stand by and watch.
I think it's a creature, isn't it? Return up to target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Yeah, you can do it.
Don't worry, I got this.
Interesting, he's not attacking with everything. I think he's recognizing he doesn't want to give me all the lifelink that's going to come off of that. Dreadhorde Invasion. Don't know that that's what we want. Let's see. Let's draw. I know what I need. You are not it, young lady. Yeah, this looks like how we might go down. If I can't get Hydrocrisis out of the air quick enough, we are going to have problems. Yeah, we're on a really short clock. Because I can only block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those? Yeah, this might be the actual turn here. Because he's going to bounce back probably Cavalier of Night. Just to make sure I'm not getting the lifelink off of it. And he's going to do enough damage to kill us here. I don't know why he's thinking about it. And this is why I always run Murder in my decks. Having one removal spell that's also a creature, only 4 copies of it. That's why I always build my decks with 8 copies at minimum of removal spells. You can do your math. You can absolutely. Yep. So he's gonna return. Yeah, he's gonna return the Cavalier of Night, so I can't gain the lifelink. And then he's gonna swing all. And that probably is enough to kill me. If she's gonna die, I might as well have her die to Golos instead. And sacrifice a kitty. Sacrifice a kitty. The Hydrocrisis, like, being able to cast Hydrocrisis 3 times really did save him. Because I don't know where he'd be at life-wise at this juncture in the game without having cast the Hydrocrisis, what, for 6, 9, and 10. So that's 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so he'd be down to like 5 life right now. But having the ability to be able to cast the Hydrocrisis twice, or 3 times, that definitely gonna boot us out of the event. 2 and 2 is respectable. I'm okay with it. Again, I wasn't anticipating doing absurdly well, but darn it, it kills me for having not put Murder in this deck. Because there are certain things that, like, we didn't get the combos going. We didn't get the Ayara and Cat combo going like I really wanted it to. Dreadhorde Invasion, not feeling it. Maybe that wasn't what I was going to go for. But 44 minutes in, what did we get? Ooh, we got gems, which means I already had that. And we got an Oko. If nothing else, he's one of the guys that helped bump us up. We got a copy of Oko as well. And, of course, we got that. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what decks you took and how well you did in the event. 2 and 2, I was hoping to go a little bit further than that, but it is what it is. So like, subscribe, always helps out the channel. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.